Today is my birthday. I am 29 years young today, plus 9. But I'm out touring a house today. I'm actually 6 months postpartum as of yesterday as well. So 2 very valid reasons that I could be taking today off. But I absolutely love this part of my job. And this is genuinely how I wanted to spend my afternoon. So I'm going to take you guys with me. I'm Allie. I live and work right here in Conroe, but I span out all over the North Houston area. I work with a lot of folks relocating to this area just because it has so much to offer. I'm actually here today previewing this house for a client who's planning to move here from out of state. They just can't fly out for another couple of months or so, but they want to start getting a feel for what's really out there. So today I'm their eyes on the ground. This is actually one of my favorite parts of the job, just getting to walk through a house before anyone else and just give my clients the real unfiltered version. And don't cut out early on me either, because this house has a really cool feature I'm going to show you at the end. We actually live in such a cool time because with technology, it is so much easier than it used to be to buy a house remotely. I have people reach out to me from social media and YouTube asking to see different areas, and it's just super easy because I can just run out there on my own time, schedule it whenever works with my calendar. I'll grab a few videos for them and just start the ball rolling before they ever even have to leave their house. And then once clients get here and have narrowed down a couple neighborhoods or areas they like, the real search begins. Okay, so what do I do when I'm here? Do I just take a video? No, absolutely not. I'm actually here checking all the small things that the builder or the listing agent may hope that you miss. If there's a rug on the floor, I'm gonna pick the rug up, look for something like cracks or split flooring. I'm gonna look behind doors if there's any like small pieces of furniture or plants, like anything that I can easily move. I'm not gonna cause a scene and move big furniture, but I'm trying to look for things that they're trying to conceal. Sadly, it does happen. It actually happened to someone recently that I know, where they found some damage in a house that they did not see upon their initial walk. So I'm looking for things like water spots, whether that's a recent leak or past water damage, gaps in flooring, missing caulk or grout. I usually try to run the faucets, check the water pressure, look to see if the doors are being propped open to prevent swinging, which could be like a small sign of a foundation issue. Any of those small finish details tell you a lot about the overall build quality or just how well the home was cared for. I also pay attention to the area. So it might be an amazing house, but where it's located is a big thing, especially when I have clients that are out of state and they may not be familiar with where they are. So things like the traffic or the road congestion, that might actually change depending on what time of the day you view the home, as well as the flood risk. That's a big thing here in Montgomery County and other areas of Houston. So we want to make sure the house is not in a flood zone, or if it is, that the person is willing to assume those risks and get flood insurance. I also like to point out things like where the sunlight is based on the time of day. Maybe a room looks brighter or dimmer than it would at another time during the day. And I will say, I'm brutally honest, it does not benefit me one bit to fabricate something and then have my clients be upset about it later on. That just doesn't do me any good. And I can actually speak from experience. So when I moved to Houston, I bought my house sight unseen. Actually, that's way against my personality. Normally, I would need to see all the houses in order to narrow down my choice. But it did work out for me, and I think confidently people can do that now a lot easier than I did years ago, just because video, technology, everything is so much better now. And I've helped so many people do it that I really do believe you can buy a house sight unseen. But anyway, my agent was amazing. She would tell me if the carpet smelled, if she saw signs of mold or water damage. There was slanting in one of the floors. She said, "Oh, I'm walking across this and I feel a bump." Like things like that. If an agent just wants to sell a house, they're not going to tell you those things. But ours was brutally honest. She told us everything, and I knew she really cared. Same thing with the area. She actually wasn't familiar with the neighborhood that we ended up in, but she drove in. She's like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know this neighborhood existed, but it's amazing." She did her research and gave us all the stats and data on it. but she just told us like the feel was so great and we just really trusted her at the end of the day. And overall, she made it a great experience for us. This sort of situation, buying sight unseen, can actually backfire though too, not gonna lie. So I have really made it my mission to streamline the process because there are just so many more people moving here from out of state. So I know I haven't talked about the house itself yet. This house definitely shows well. There's so many positives I'm going to point out to my clients about it. It's a custom-built Dries home. I love the tall ceilings. It has 2 bedrooms plus an office on the first floor. It's a newer 2017 build with a 3-car garage, which you don't find everywhere. And it's in a great community with tons of amenities, really close to the highway and everything you're gonna need. There are some downfalls though. And when I say I'm here to be my client's eyes and ears, I'm going to point out the good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, there may not be really anything ugly about this home. It was in amazing condition, I have to say. But one negative is that the high HOA and the tax rate in this neighborhood really shine through. So I know they're not going to be a huge fan of that. It's kind of just something that comes along with a neighborhood with lots of amenities though, and especially a newer neighborhood. It also is a large home, just under 3,600 square feet, but it only has 3 bedrooms. My clients thought 3 plus an office could work, but the office doesn't have a closet and I just don't think the layout's gonna work for their family in particular. But that's exactly the point of the video tour because you just can't get a good sense of the floor plan through pictures alone. And my third big negative about this home is that even though it's a 1/4 acre lot, there's hardly any grass space in the backyard. My clients have a dog, so this simply isn't going to work for somebody with pets, unfortunately. Overall, this one just isn't going to work for my clients because there were a couple of deal breakers here, but I think they're going to love some of the features just in terms of tailoring our search for the next homes that we're going to see. They pointed out they really want a gas stove, so this home has a 5-burner gas stove, double ovens. They really like the dry bar with wine rack and mini fridge. Little conveniences like pull-out trash cans, a nice walk-in pantry with tons of counter space. Even the laundry room had extensive cabinetry and counter space. There was a sink in the laundry room. There was a mud room right off the garage. And then there's even an ice maker in there, which is great for gatherings. And this house was definitely set up to host gatherings. So tons of positives. I don't feel like it's the right fit for them, and I have to be honest with them about it. Okay, I know I made you wait to the end, but I promise it's worth it. So check this out. This home has a custom screened-in patio. I didn't check the dimensions, but it's huge. People love these. People always ask me for these. How much does it cost to make one? The answer is the cost can really vary on the quality and the size. So some of them, I don't think this one has it actually, but they have the custom shades where you just click a button and the shades come down, which is amazing in the summer. But these are a hot commodity. I personally don't think the bugs are too bad here, but a lot of people just don't like bugs, so that's one positive to having them. But how awesome is this? I could just see myself with a house full of people all hanging out here at the pool. You can kind of make it an indoor-outdoor thing and just enjoy your Texas summers to the fullest. This is something I would absolutely need in my next home. So that's a wrap. Best birthday ever? Probably not, but I did get out of the house with a 6-week-old. I reminded myself why I love what I do. This is probably the most fun part of my job, but I'm in it for all the hard parts too. So I'm calling that a win. If there's any specific homes or neighborhoods that you want to check out, but maybe you don't live nearby, or you're just kind of in the early stages and curious what things look like, let me know. Drop it in the comments. I'm always happy to check it out for you.